hip hop and wrestling.
Brace yourself for the main event.
hiphopandwrestling.com.
All right. Unfortunately, I am using the MacBook microphone this week because I am in new surroundings. But hopefully this is coming clear. My name is VSOP, hiphopandwrestling.com, and I'm with my mans them. Go ahead, Gold.
Steven Gold, man. What's good, people?
And my other man's Mr.
Nick Trav. How y'all doing?
Nick Trav in the house. All right. You know, it's WrestleMania season. Last time we spoke, it was right after Elimination Chamber. We talked about John Cena's heel turn in depth. And since then, they've had 6 to 7 weeks to build up to it. So we're gonna do our WrestleMania prediction show. This is our first one ever. So appreciate y'all coming. Let me find that bullshit ass applause. There we go. All right.
Get your ass out of here, Jack Perry.
All right. So
this sounds like an office birthday applause.
it does. It sounds like yeah. All right, so we're gonna go through all the matches. I already got slides for all of them. So nice. we'll go through the matches, do our predictions. I started it off talking about John Cena versus Cody, the heel turn, the biggest heel turn in the last 20 years. So let's just start with that match first. This is the money match. This is the draw, in my opinion, because it's megastar versus a legend. Mm-hmm. And so we got John Cena versus Cody. We predicted the heel turn, and it happened. Mm-hmm. So how are you feeling about John Cena's performance since then? His character, his current vibe. What do you think about what's led up to WrestleMania? We'll start with Nick.
He's done a great job of healing it up. Just the way he's acting. My only complaint is he is not like it was kind of like obvious that he was gonna be like, oh, it's the fans, y'all been booing me all these years. It was like, okay, I saw it. Y'all could have done better with the reasoning, I guess. Even though it's valid, it's very valid. That could be just like, it shouldn't be the forefront of it. He should just be like, look, I just wanted that 17 championship so bad, I was willing to align myself with The Rock. And it was like, I didn't care what you guys think because y'all been booing me half the time anyway, type thing. Mm-hmm. But it's not been bad. It's still been good. And my other complaint is that, he's only been on TV 3 times.
Right.
Basically, since he turned heel. And It's just like, this is all the build is, just him coming out, trashing people. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And
leaving.
It doesn't help that The Rock hasn't showed up since then either. So we don't know.
Yeah.
Right?
I agree.
I share the same sentiment as Nick. Gold, what do you think of John Cena thus far since the heel turn?
Same thing. I share the same sentiment as you guys. I think he still shows that he can cut a good promo though. But like you guys said, it's kind of like it was a little predictable. You know what I'm saying? As far as like how he was gonna swing it to make it seem like his cause will become a heel. But I'm excited for the match though. I want to see how the match gonna go.
Yeah, I assume the match is going to be good. They'll tell a good story during the match. It'll probably go 20, 25 minutes, possibly. Mm-hmm. I think one thing I would say about at least John Cena's turn since it's happened, the first Raw that he appeared on, that 30-minute segment was great. And At first, we were talking about should he come out with a different look, different music. But it all made sense. It all made sense when he was like, "Fuck that! I ain't giving you nothing."
Yeah, because everybody in the internet was like, was saying the same thing we were saying. And he was like, "Fuck y'all!"
Right?
Y'all don't get. He said, "I ain't giving y'all that."
Right. And that damn kid, when he's like, even that kid over there, I was like, and they showed the little kid all.
Had on the hat and the shirt.
Why is he talking about me?
That shit was great. So the first week that was great. It's just the second week was a continuation, and I think they should have went straight to the, hey, I want to take this title. I want the 17th, championship. I want to surpass Ric Flair, and this is what I had to do to get it. With the whole thing, but with the twist, well, not the twist. I mean, again, as Nick mentioned, is valid. With the addition that you fans have been treating me like shit. So I'm about to take this championship with me into retirement. I'm pretty much here to ruin shit for you by taking this title and then going on vacation.
Yeah,
and it's done.
Pretty much.
I am the undisputed champion. There is no other. That's that. If he came with that on the second time around,
yeah,
I think that would have
it would have hit differently, man.
It would have hit. Yeah, because you already shat on the fans to the high. I didn't even think he was going to go in that much.
Yeah,
he went in way more than Hogan. He went in way more than Hogan.
Mm-hmm. He did, man.
He went way more in than Hogan. So he could have spent more time towards the competitive side of it, or just whatever chips on his chip. Are you jealous of Cody? Right? He said you're too rehearsed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes. Right? Yes. Thank you for calling that out. Yes.
That promo, right, when he was trying to cut him down, he said you're too rehearsed. The suit, you put the damn tattoo on your neck. That actually was kind of funny too.
It was. He said you're too polished.
You're too polished.
Said, what did I tell you? What did I tell you?
Right.
He said, don't be too polished or whatever. I was like, damn.
Right.
That shit was good. Man.
Trying to question his authenticity, it seemed. But I'm like, wait a minute. John Cena, weren't you polished and rehearsed? I mean, they put the vehicle, they strapped the rocket to you.
Yeah.
Regardless of what the fans did, they're like, no, fuck that. John Cena is the guy. Regardless if you boo him. I mean, I'm talking about The Office. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
Same thing they did with Roman Reigns, but now we actually appreciate Roman Reigns. But those first 5 years, where they put Roman Reigns and had him beat The Undertaker and everything, we weren't ready for that.
No.
But they did that for Cena even longer, and he had to go away and come back occasionally to be appreciated.
Yep.
And not booed anymore. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I just went off on a tangent, I guess. Ultimately, first week, diss the fans, perfect. Second week, cut back on dissing the fans, get more into the competitive spirit or whatever your envy or jealousy or hatred is towards Cody Rhodes and why. Now, there's no pull apart. Maybe this week could be the pull apart confrontation. Have they even did a contract? Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't do a contract signing angle.
Yeah, that is surprising.
That would have made one of these, because it was literally 3 weeks of the same thing. John Cena comes out and so yeah, they could have broke up the monotony.
Yeah,
with the contract signing.
Right. So this week, another face to face. I guess we'll see where they go with it. This is their last. If it was me, I would have them on Raw and SmackDown, but I don't run the business. But I would have them on Raw and SmackDown. This is the week to sell whatever expensive ass tickets are left to this show.
Yep.
Here it is. In my opinion, I think the build has kind of been let down by John Cena's not being there.
I agree with you, bro. He definitely should have it could have been more to it, man. But maybe it was just out of the budget.
Yeah.
But you would think they got a bigger budget since it's TKO now. But it's look, if you committed, bro, and you win, you got to be in there, bro. You can't just be showing up, maybe this week, maybe next week. You know what I'm saying? I know you shoot movies and shit, bro. You should have had all that taken care of.
Right. When you knew be your last year, you should have been like, all right, let me clear the other part of my schedule, which is the acting.
Block this off for WrestleMania promo. That's it. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Yeah. That was the issue with The Rock. Too many conflicts with the shooting schedule. It's kind of WrestleMania is the same time every year. It's not going to shift from April to June all of a sudden. So
nope. you know this shit.
Right.
This shit is important too.
And technically, I'm a big enough star. Actually, I don't know what influence a specific actor or star would have on the production schedule of a movie. Like, in De Niro come and say, no, I'll do the role, but we can't do it until next May. Will a studio...
They have a little bit of that, but not. It's because it is a big production, so it's like, we're going to be here
right,
at this time.
Right.
You need to be here. But it's one of those things, it's like, I don't know. He should have been like, when he decided that this was going to be his last year, whenever he should have decided with enough time to start clearing shit as well.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
I think the alternative solution, and Nick, we talked about this, if the wrestler's not on TV, at least have a video package or something.
Yes, I agree.
Have the camera, the crew follow him wherever he go, shoot some vignettes, send it back, whatever. I don't know, but something.
Yeah,
like, hey, Cody, I can't be there this Monday, but I want to let you know, blah 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 blah.
Right, exactly. Just
like you don't see him and then just Cody talking for like 20 minutes about it. You know, it's trying to like hype them both up. It's like, nah, it's a team thing, bro. Like, they both got to hype the match up.
100%, 100%. But the match will be here. It's going to come. It's going to go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to it. And I'm predicting that John Cena is going to take that title and hold it hostage.
I agree. I agree with you.
I'm going with Cody, man.
Think Cody holds on?
He too hot, bro. He too hot, man. I think they just... I really think they just setting him up, man, to like be. I mean, he's already that guy. Mm-hmm. We know he's that guy right now. But I think like that John Cena cosign is just gonna make it even fucking better. Even better.
I like John to win it because Cody's better in chase mode anyway, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think his promos have been a little better since this thing. Minus the SmackDown with all the belts. That was cool. You know what I'm saying?
He's had some good promos. Yeah, you're right. He definitely had some good promos. It's just my other thing about Cody this deal is just he got his ass whooped. He ain't been mad enough.
Okay.
He won't Kevin Owens mad. Right.
He was not. Right. He was not Kevin.
He wanted to hurt KO.
Yeah.
He hasn't felt like he's wanted to hurt John Cena.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if John Cena is your hero or whatever.
Yeah, you should be fucking fired up, bro.
This nigga and his accomplice left you with a black eye and a busted eardrum.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Come on. He beat you with your past father's Rolly, bro. Come on, man. You got to be fucking hype.
Yeah.
Hell no. You got me fucked up.
Maybe this week will be the pull apart. Because Cody already hit the crossroads on him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I think actually this is when he's gonna get like attitude adjusted on a steel steps or through a table or some shit.
I was just about to say John Cena's gonna leave him laying this time.
He's going to stand over him and grab the title.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to do that same thing at WrestleMania. With or without shenanigans? What do you think, Nick? Does he win fair or with shenanigans?
If he wins, I think it's shenanigans.
So if John Cena wins, shenanigans, and gold, you said Cody's going to win. Clean or with shenanigans?
I think Cody's going to win clean. It's going to be some shenanigans involved, but I think he's still going to win. And somebody's going to be like incorporated. I don't know who. That's going to like set up the next story. Cena's still going to be involved somehow, but it's going to be like a build up to another story, like involving like Cody, Cena, and somebody else.
I mean,
does that make sense?
It makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It makes perfect sense, actually.
I don't know if I agree.
If there's shenanigans, if there's another person, who would that person be? Who would you best guess that person be, Gold?
Rollins or Punk, bro.
Rollins or Punk to be in cahoots with Cena?
Rollins and Punk, or either The Rock, Maybe The Rock could show up and like do some crazy shit and say, well, you know.
That was actually my next question. You think The Rock's going to show up?
Oh hell yeah, most definitely.
He's been so absent. Even if
he's definitely WrestleMania
as a surprise, they don't want to advertise The Rock being there.
I think he'll show up.
I feel like because he should know by now if he's going to be there or not. I feel like they would have. I don't know, just for a surprise, because they might just want to have it as a surprise on the show. Yeah, maybe.
But think about it. It'll be a better pop if he shows up as a surprise rather than he comes on SmackDown and be like, hey, I'm going to be at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
If like Cody and fucking Cena like, you know, fucking each other up, then all of a sudden you hear the final boss music they going to go crazy. You know what I'm saying? They'll be like, oh shit, we about to do it.
That'd be happy.
So I would suggest he comes on SmackDown or does a video or something that says he will be there, just to put an emphasis on Cody, the odds against Cody. That Cody got
more tickets too, right? Those last minute.
Right, because the final boss he can change or the stipulation or whatever at the drop of a hat, right? So, but either way, I'm looking forward to the match. I think either outcome will be interesting going forward. So we kind of automatically have another storyline to look forward to, kind of like what you said, Gold. So I'm predicting Cena with shenanigans. Nick said Cena with shenanigans. And Gold said Cody clean, but it might be some shenanigans still. But Cody is not going to win by shenanigans. He's going to win clean.
No.
He's going to win clean. All right. Okay, so let's go into the other main event, which I have mixed feelings. I don't have an issue with the match itself. And the match is Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns versus CM Punk in a triple threat for nothing. However, they made it interesting by throwing some, confusion into the mix. Well, not necessarily confusion, but they made it interesting with the whole Paul Heyman dynamic. But it is a night one main event with no title on the line, and this is not the first time this has happened. Mm-hmm. It just so happens to be these three guys. So I'm more like with this placement than I am with the match itself. What are your thoughts on this match, Nick?
I mean, I love the match. They sold it pretty well. Even though I've said before, like being triple threat with nothing on the line is weird for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But you know, whatever. Like they all hate each other. Yeah. I mean, it's the right main event. It's just, I don't know. It's just something's off. But fuck it.
Bro, let's just say it. Jey Uso got snubbed, bro.
Yeah.
He got snubbed, bro.
Yeah.
I don't even mind that it's the main event.
You don't think Jey got snubbed?
I got a lot of stuff to say about Jey Uso too.
we'll get there.
But we'll get to that later.
We'll get there. Yeah, I seeing this match, like Seth Rollins and CM Punk feud has been great. It was a great. The transition from Drew to Seth Rollins was great. The matches were great. The stories that were told were great. The not knowing who is, even in this situation, I don't know who's the heel or who's the face, because they all have what's the word I'm looking for? I understand where everyone's coming from and why they.
Yeah.
Although, yeah, I understand.
It's like everybody's an anti-hero.
Exactly. So I expect this match to be great. It's just, again, the placement. There's nothing on the line. I want a triple threat match. This is the last thing that happened on WrestleMania. What the fuck are these fireworks for? What's this pyro for? I won nothing but a grudge.
They won Paul Heyman. He's the title belt.
Right. It's like
Paul Heyman, heavyweight champion of the world.
Yeah. The Paul Heyman Championship.
Battling for Paul Heyman's for the Wisemanship.
Right.
It even feels like you could have just said whoever wins this is the number one contender. I would have been like, okay,
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
but yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's just if this was like the second to last match, I'd be cool with it. I'd be cooler with it. It's just it's more of a WrestleMania tradition type thing. You know.
I agree with you, bro. Yeah, me too.
On top of that, it's the whole CM Punk's been waiting so long for his main event, and it's not even for a title, and it's a damn triple threat.
Yeah, that's just kind of whack, bro. I agree with you.
Sorry, did y'all hear that?
It makes sense.
I'm sorry. I had my window open, so I didn't know if y'all heard if that helicopter came through.
No, I didn't hear a helicopter.
Okay, it was really loud, so I wanted to make sure. Sorry, but yeah, we can get back.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, where was I? Shit.
He was like a WrestleMania tradition. He was like this, like, you know.
Yeah, like there's been WrestleManias where the main event didn't have a title. Not a lot of them, but like Roman versus Undertaker was a main event. There was nothing on the line, but it was also not the dead man streak, but it was more like Roman pinning the Undertaker.
Yep. They were fighting over whose yard it was.
Whose yard it was, right?
Yep.
Right. So there was rhyme and reason. This is just like, we don't like you. I don't know. I appreciate. Okay, so the fact that the match is happening, I'm happy that it's happening. The way they built it with the whole Paul Heyman twist, got it. The history between all three men goes back a very long time. Even when Seth and Roman just got there, CM Punk had an involvement with that. So all that makes sense. Seth not wanting CM Punk to even have this main event. He was more obsessed with CM Punk not being in the main event than anything else, which leads me to believe that Seth is leaning towards the dark side, the way he was like bullying Paul Heyman on Raw. I think Seth is getting ready to make that turn.
Remember, like, go back to the joints, man. Like the shows we had, I said Seth might be turning heel, bro.
I think he might be going all the way with it. I don't think Paul Heyman's. I think in terms of this match itself, Seth Rollins will be the heel of the match, and probably the one taking the pin. Because I don't predict him to win. What about you?
I don't either.
Okay. So
I think it's gonna be Punk.
You think it's going to be Punk?
Yeah, it's Punk's time, man. They got to set Punk up for some kind of like road to a title shot, man. Like he fell back last year, and you know he's put in a lot of work, man. Like, and I was watching this thing. They was just talking about like how many matches and shit he's been in, man. Like Punk been putting in work, bro.
Oh yeah, he's had.
And I definitely think he's earned like his shot at a title, even if he doesn't win it. But I think if he does get it, man, like he might win it, bro. He might win it one last time, man.
I think he's winning as well, and I think Seth is taking the pin, like you said, Kerry. Just because it's just like, yeah, at this point, it's just like if he has to move on from rivalries just to be having rivalries. Well, not move on, but like put something on the line for him at least, in my opinion. And then for Seth, he was just world champion. I don't know. Seth is the most floatiest one of them right now. I have no clue what he goes on and does next. And then I expect Roman to leave for months on end and then come back. So
I think him and after this match, I think it's gonna be Seth and Roman that continue to like rival. They're gonna be rivals. It's gonna be some kind of build up to them like finally getting this fucking Shield shit like over with.
Yeah, because I think the Roman Seth thing will continue as well, because Seth tried to take him out at the Rumble with those curb stomps. And I don't think this match right here with a third party is going to be enough for them to say the score has been settled.
That's why I think they did this all wrong. I think it should be Seth versus Roman on some grudge match shit. Because they built it up at last year's Mania whenever Roman hit him with the chair. And then, like you said, Seth tried to take him out. I really think CM Punk should have figured out how to finagle CM Punk in there with Cody and John Cena, I think. and that would have been more interesting to me.
Yeah. So a triple threat with Cena, Punk, and Cody for the belt. Yeah. That would have made more sense, especially for Punk, because Punk could have beat both of them.
Right.
Yep.
And then like CM Punk could have left Seth behind at Raw Netflix debut, and then won the because they were both in the Elimination Chamber. They should have done something weird in the chamber, and then made it just interesting.
Right.
Especially and then it would probably help fucking promote the main event with at least CM Punk being there, since John ain't had the time.
Yeah, CM Punk.
This is like,
go.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, go.
I would say it just Punk and Rollins just don't hit like Reigns and like Rollins, bro. It's just
Punk Rollins did hit.
Oh, that's what I was saying though. Like
it did, but we just looking for like the end of that. I mean,
it needs to end. Those two need to end. CM Punk need to go on. Needs to go on.
Oh yeah. That's why I was saying they should have ended at Netflix.
Yeah.
And then, this should, like Rollins and Roman should be a one-on-one match.
Yes, like a Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
Like something crazy. Yeah.
Because they've done the one-on-one before. I mean, it's been a while, but they've done one-on-ones before. This time it should have been like a Hell in a Cell or whatever grudge match.
Yeah,
and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I guarantee it.
Like the final blow off type shit.
Maybe like a pink slip match or some shit. Like whoever gets, somebody gets fired.
Loser leaves town match is what they used to call them. Yeah, I think I'm predicting Punk wins for the moment. Although I wouldn't be surprised if Roman won, but I don't think Seth is. But part of me thinks there's going to be a twist. I think there's going to be a swerve with Paul Heyman and his loyalty. Punk might turn heel.
Maybe Heyman distract somebody and then they like get a cheap shot.
Punk might turn heel and take.
I think Seth will turn heel before Punk.
It'll be interesting. Since I'm done complaining about what the match is, I mean, I'm still interested in it.
Yes, we all are. Yes, it's gonna be fucking dope. I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm interested. I'm interested in it too. I guess
it's what we've talked about, Kerry. It's just like there's really nothing about this card that makes me be like, oh man, I can't believe I'm not going this year. This year I'm kind of being, I'm like,
this is gonna be
fine.
This is a great WrestleMania to watch on TV.
Yeah, it's a good TV mania, but it's not spectacular card to me.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm predicting Punk wins with shenanigans. Paul Heyman shenanigans. I think Paul Heyman somehow does something inadvertently or blatant to Roman. Punk gets the pin on Seth. GTS 1, 2, 3. Seth loses his mind, goes full heel Monday at Raw. That's my prediction.
I think Punk is going to win too, probably shenanigans. With Heyman involved.
You didn't say whether you thought it was going to be shenanigans or not.
Yeah, with Paul, it's going to be shenanigans. Even if it's, like you said, probably inadvertent. It's not like you're going to get in there and start. I don't think I don't know what happens, but something weird happens for sure.
Like Roman gonna spear somebody or whatever.
Something weird gonna happen.
And then Paul, maybe he'll spear Punk or something, and then Paul get his attention like, no. And then something weird gonna happen, man.
Punk gets hurt and Paul pays too much attention to him on the floor or some shit.
Or Roman or Punk accidentally hit Heyman or something like that.
Yeah. And that's something.
Or Seth just hits him on purpose. And then something weird happens. It's gonna
be something weird.
Something weird. Well, I guess we'll wait and see. So this is the night one main event. We'll wait for gold. They did great on these graphics, though, didn't they? These just look fantastic.
Yeah, the match graphics are great on on the whole card. Yeah.
Yeah, I like those a lot. All right, I forgot where we were, so let's go ahead and go to the next match. We appreciate this one. It's just weird because nothing's on the line. That's all.
Yeah.
Okay, let me not go to the next match real quick. Does it feel weird with Roman not having a belt?
Yep.
It does.
I feel like people need to be chasing him all the time versus him.
That's because we got so conditioned to him being on top.
Right, just being
3 years.
Right, being just dominating the entire roster.
Right.
For years. But yeah, we'll see. Punk's first main event. I think Seth's second main event. Technically, the tag match was a main event, but I don't recall him main eventing it any other time. Although he won it, cashing it in in San Francisco. But he wasn't in the match itself. But all right, I'm really looking forward to this one right here: Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky versus Bianca Belair. An interesting story that they're telling with Io being disrespected so much between Rhea and Bianca's spat. And the way it was put together was good. We kind of predicted that was the way it was going to be after the Rumble. We pretty much said it's going to end up being a three-way match. And they did it by the book. Bianca's ringside, causes trouble, and Rhea loses the title on television. And a great match that is. Now Io's the champion, but Rhea thinks she was done wrong. Bianca don't care. She wants her match because she won the damn Rumble. Rhea won the Chamber. Excuse me. She won the Chamber. She's entitled to the match. Didn't matter who had it. But Rhea makes her way, interferes every single week, was consistent and persistent, and ultimately made it happen. So now we got another three-way. This one actually is for the title. Who do you think's gonna what are your feelings on the build-up to this match?
It's been a great build-up. I've been totally Team Bianca, which is a weird thing. Like you can tell, the last 2 weeks or so, the crowds have been turning on Bianca. They've been booing her. So I'm like, oh yeah, go ahead and do your heel turn. So I predict, or I can get the predictions later. But yeah, I'm thinking, she turns heel at Mania.
Bianca,
yeah.
All right. Do you think she's going to win the match?
Yeah, I think I don't know if she wins the match. I'm thinking maybe Io still wins the match or Rhea, but that's probably she's gonna get basically screwed, and that's what's gonna turn her heel.
Okay. I like that. I like the way that's going. What did you think of the build up to this match, and who do you think is going to win?
I like it. I think Bianca gonna get it, bro. I think Bianca's gonna get it, and then they're gonna start setting they might have a rival between her and Rhea, but they're gonna set it up for her and Jade, man.
I think Bianca will turn heel and join Naomi.
That's what I was thinking as well.
That would be fire.
Yeah, but I don't know if they do it right away. It depends on how they want to do it.
I mean, I just think eventually that's what it's going to lead to, not necessarily right away. Like maybe it might be like build it and for a while, but yeah, I think it's ultimately just them as heel.
Yeah, Jay.
I love Io. I love Io, man, but it's just like, Bianca and Rhea, they sell tickets, bro. And Jay, of course, you know what I'm saying? They gonna sell tickets. Not saying Io can't sell tickets, but it's just, I don't know, it just hits different, bro, when they got that title, man.
You're right.
I love Io. I love Io, bro. But it's just different.
To me, Io is probably purely the best one out of them.
She is. But it's just Bianca, Bianca.
They stars, legit.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. They're superstars, bro.
Yeah.
I don't think Io's a superstar.
Yeah.
She's fired. She has everything, but she's just
She's not on their level. She's not on a Rhea or Bianca level. Matter of fact, if I was to rank who's the biggest star out of all three, I'd probably say Rhea right now.
Yes.
Rhea right now.
Right now.
Sure.
Hell yeah.
Because Rhea's like a total package. Bianca is as well, crazy athletic. I think Io's just missing. She's just missing probably the promos. She's lovable.
Yes.
She's lovable. But she can't like cut a promo really.
She's the equivalent of like Ultimo Dragon is probably like one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, bro. And I can compare her to like Ultimo Dragon. Like Ultimo Dragon was super fucking dope, but just never could. He's a legend. He's respected, but he just never could get to that next level, bro.
So this is Io Sky's second WrestleMania main event in a row. So that's a great accomplishment for her. Give her props with that.
She's coming into both WrestleManias as champion.
As champion, both times. So I'm predicting that Rhea wins the match, and she pins Bianca with the Riptide.
Nah, I don't see that.
You don't see that?
I don't see it.
I think Bianca.
Bianca with the
Bianca gonna win, bro. I'm telling you.
Either that. Okay, so let's imagine that Bianca actually wins the title, right? We got.
I don't think Bianca wins.
You don't think she wins?
Okay. Now that I think about it, I don't think she wins either, but I don't think she's the one that takes the pin.
You think Io's taking the pin?
Probably because, like I said, I think Bianca. Well, I don't necessarily see Rhea with it. It's Rhea or Io, but either way, I don't think it's Bianca. I think Bianca gets screwed in some way where she was like she's supposed to she looks like she's about to win the match, and then she doesn't.
What if Naomi cost her the title? What if Naomi does a run in or something or interferes and causes Bianca to lose?
Maybe. Because
that match has to happen at some point. And of course the Jade match has to happen at some point. But I was kind of thinking like you, Nick, like, oh, maybe, Bianca teams up with crazy Naomi and then they jump Jade, or I don't know where this. I think the next year is going to be focused on those two feuds. Jade, Bianca, and Bianca, Naomi. I think that's probably I think that's the after WrestleMania plan. So I think Bianca gets pinned.
Ooh, or maybe maybe
heel.
I would say maybe agree with you, VS. Maybe Naomi interferes and causes Bianca to lose.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. That makes sense too.
Yeah, because I know we talked about this. Like, when Jade and Bianca finally feud, I think Nikki was saying most likely Bianca would be the heel in the equation.
Yeah.
Right? And so it's like, okay, should Bianca just turn heel and automatically go after Jade, or win or lose, stay a face, and then eventually team up with Naomi through a vicious turn or something? I'm trying to figure out where can they take this. I don't want Bianca to be like, okay, I'm bad now, Naomi, I forgive you, let's jump Jade. I would think there would be something to build up to that where it can seem like more betrayal, I guess.
It would take that.
Right.
It would take Naomi interfering in that match, and she'd be pissed off and shit, and too what, fuck this shit, I'm a heel now. I'm gonna get that title again, whatever it takes. It don't matter what I got to do.
But I would like to see a heel Bianca as champion.
Me too.
Even if she's rolling solo, I just don't think it would make sense for her to be a heel and Naomi to be a heel at the same time and not be in cahoots.
Or maybe Naomi helps her win.
Maybe Naomi helps her win. Okay. Who knows? I'm going to predict. I'm still going to say Bianca gets pinned, Riptide. Maybe with some interference, shenanigans, or a miscalculation. But I think Rhea gets a Riptide, pins Bianca, and then we go forward. Lewis, you said, Nick, you said Bianca does not get pinned, and you think Rhea's going to win? Going to pin Io?
Rhea or Io? I don't really know, but I think Rhea or Io. Rhea or Io. I'm thinking. I would like to see Io walk out with it since she lost already last year. So I'm going with Io. Yeah, I'm going with Io.
All right, so Nick got Io, I got Rhea, and Gold, you said Bianca?
Bianca, man. EST, bro.
All right, the EST. All right. All right, so what would have been the night one main event Jey Uso versus Gunther, which I think in the last few weeks, they built it up pretty good. Unfortunately, Gold, Jimmy's not on the show.
Get your ass out of here, Jack Perry.
We had hopes for Jimmy, but unfortunately, Gunther murdered Jimmy Uso.
Fucking ridiculous.
I'm not even gonna. I was mad about that shit, bro. I was like, yo, why y'all do my man Big Jimbo like that, bro? But I kind of like, I knew some shit like that had to happen to make the story more like fulfilling.
Yeah.
I was like, he gonna have to fuck up his brother to like fire him up, man. Like, it's gonna take something, man. And God damn it, it fucking happened, bro. I was like, damn, bro. So maybe him taking that L is gonna set him up to like, you know, get some like cool shit, a cool storyline in the future though for Jimbo, man.
Yeah, I'm hoping so. He's maybe he'll come back and get his revenge.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he has to come back and get his revenge. He can't just.
He got to.
He
has to, bro.
He got to.
Hell no. I mean, cause like, let's keep it real. Like Jay took a lot of L's, bro. Like Jay took a lot of L's.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he stayed down and kept going, bro. They had a like nice build up to him, and now that motherfucker about to be the new fucking world champion. Mark my words, bro.
So you're predicting that Jay is going to win the championship.
Hell yeah.
Right.
Hell yeah. If he doesn't, I'll be very surprised. I'll be very surprised.
Now, Nick, we talked about this a little bit the other day because we've seen this match, you know, a few times already, but now, once again, it's for the world title and most likely the opener of night one. What do you think?
I think Jay does win, but I don't care about it. Like it's gonna be a nice moment.
You like Jay, bro.
I do. I really do. But
You just think it's just too predictable?
I don't care. I don't know. Just and he's doing all right with the promos, especially the ones like this last week when you had to get serious. But I don't know. It's just like I don't know. I'd rather Gunther just smash her and be like, "Told you, told you, so get your ass out of here. Get your ass out of here, Jey Uso."
Just chopping to death a sloppy bomb and a sleeper.
Yeah, but I do. But whenever he wins and has the whole fucking crowd yeeting and shit, that'll be cool. But
he gonna win, bro.
Yeah, I think he win. But it can be Gunther as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, it's just too much shit to happen for him not to win, man. Which I mean, they could fuck our head up and nope. Like you said, go through do the sloppy power bomb and the sleeper hold, and he loses.
Mm-hmm.
And they could maybe they could push it to later, he come back and win the championship, man. But I just really think he put in his time, bro. He put in his time and he took his L's. And this is his time for his promotion. You know what I'm saying? It's time for his promotion. At fucking WrestleMania, the grandest stage of it all, bro. To win that shit, bro. He got the crowd behind him. He's fucking white hot right now.
Mm-hmm.
He fucking his brother got his ass beat in front of him.
Yeah,
they setting that stage for him to win that title, bro. If he, like I said, if he don't win that shit, I'll be very surprised.
I totally agree on everything you just said, but. I don't know. Gunther's been more. It's just more compelling to me.
Gunther winning is more compelling.
Just in general, him as a character, he's just better.
Yeah,
I agree with you. I like Gunther too, bro. I like Gunther too. I think I love Jay too, man. I love Jay.
I fuck with Jay.
But y'all know I like his brother more.
Of course,
I've been said that.
Get your ass out of here, Jack Perry.
I think Jay is just kind of trendy right now. Everybody's saying, I just think he's just a trending wrestler right now, bro. So everybody's gonna root for him. Even though Gunther's a better wrestler, you know what I'm saying? But I just think he's gonna get it. Man. He's the popular one right now.
I think after first let me say I predict Jay to win as well, for the sake of it being a good feel-good moment.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's going to come through the crowds. Probably, his interest is probably going to be like 10 minutes long. Because he's coming all the way through the football stadium. But the energy, like all the fans with their hands in the air, you know, waving in unison, it's going to visually, it's going to look great. It's, you know, his theme song. I love that theme song. So it's going to be great to see. And I think if he does, and I think seeing the victory with the fireworks and the crowd waving their hands in the air, and hopefully his brother can come out in bandages or something and hug him in the ring.
Come on, some crutches.
Come on, some crutches, yeah. Hug him in the ring.
You did it, Oos. I'm proud of you.
Right.
With tears in his eyes.
Yeah. It'd be nice to see Roman give him a hug in the ring or something like that. Like, make it a big moment, which would be great to end the show, but I think this is going to start the show. And the fans got to keep the energy up and be happy. And I think Gunther winning would be so deflating. I think it would deflate the energy of the crowd.
I agree.
Oh, no, you're right. Like I said, that's why I think Jay will win. I think but for me, I'm like, Gunther could win. I would be like, all right, cool. Next match.
No, I'm with you. All right, so yeah, we'll see what happens. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing this one as well. Now, this particular build-up, it's just been weird. It hasn't been the best, but it's been interesting in its own way, but not what I thought it was going to be. And that would be Tiffany Stratton, 25 years old, superstar, or getting there, against the OG Charlotte. Trying to get that. Which championship? What's this, 14th? Her 16th she's trying to get?
I think she's trying to get her 15th, actually.
Trying to get her 15th?
Yeah.
You know, her career, I mean, it's been maybe 10 years of Charlotte Flair, but it seems like she's been here for a really long time. And I thought that would play into the storyline leading up to it. A young, athletic Tiffany Stratton, maybe too big for her britches, need to get an attitude adjustment from the OG Charlotte. But unfortunately, Charlotte came back, won the Rumble, and it wasn't received as well.
Didn't pop like
She should have won the Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
Like, EO probably should have won the Rumble or something like that. And then they got to this triple threat match another way.
Right.
But
I agree.
Charlotte probably should have won the Chamber. I think she came back because she came back and immediately started winning again. It's just like people were like, "Oh."
Yeah, I'm with you, bro. It's kind of like, all right.
That's why I think that's why
it's
yeah. I think that's why they started booing her immediately.
Yeah, too predictable.
Right. I think the match itself is going to be really good as long as they're in sync with each other. Both crazy athletic. Oh, yeah. They're both probably going to do moonsaults. And I just hope that they work well together. And I'll be satisfied with the match. And I think Tiffany has a bright career. And this is big for her age. This is big.
Yeah.
To be this young and in such a high-profile match at this young, you know.
Randy Orton was the same way too, right, bro?
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Who?
Randy Orton.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I'm hoping that Tiffany Stratton shines and Charlotte, the veteran that she is, you know, gives us a great performance. What were you about to say, Nick?
I was just saying, like you said, the build wasn't that good because Charlotte was basically killing her on the promos up until last week when they went off script, and then Tiffany. Apparently, I read that somebody in the back was like, "You got to fight back on these promos," and so she did, bringing up Charlotte's divorces and shit. I was like, "That's rough. You gonna do that on TV?" But she was just like, but I think she heard the rumors. Like she was like, "Now people want to see the match more."
Yeah.
So because there was no real heat. I was like, I didn't care.
Yeah.
I wanted to see it because I knew I think they'll be great together, but I didn't care what they were talking about.
Yeah,
It's
real interesting. Real
I think it's gonna be a real good match too, man. Like you said, they're both VS. You said they're both athletic, man. Like they're both charismatic, and I do like how they kind of like get in person with their promos, man. So that was cool. And then Charlotte was like, "Oh, well, what Kaiser was in my DMs."
yeah. I think
Bullshit, but it sounded good.
Yeah, I think Charlotte was just trying to sun her the entire time.
Yeah.
As opposed to like giving Tiffany,
exactly what was happening.
Yeah, she was just sunning her the entire time versus like giving Tiffany the time to like shine and see as if, you know what I mean? So
yeah.
So the only way to rectify this is have an amazing match, and and we'll see where they go next. But I'm predicting that Tiffany Stratton keeps her title. What are you predicting, Nick?
Yeah, I think she wins. Tiffany does. Excuse me.
And gold.
Tiffy time.
Yeah, I think it's Tiffy time at WrestleMania. So yeah, all right. Those were the big matches. Now I think that's all the titles right there. All right, so let's talk about the undercard. AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. I think the match is going to be great. The build is one of those matches, in my opinion, I guess didn't need a build. I don't think a build would have helped or hurt it. I just want to see these two dudes do what they do. But how do you feel about this match, Nick?
Yeah, like I want to see what they're gonna have a great match. No pun intended, it's gonna be phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's one of those things like you said, like I was saying the other day, like these niggas is making too much money. Now I was saying, Kerry, like, you know, these motherfuckers, nobody's there weekly. So it's just like you build through fucking weeks of like videos and shit like that. And it's just like, so there's like no heat behind a lot of these fucking matches. That's the problem. Like there's no real heat behind a lot of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, this match would be great. That's it. Like I can't wait to see it. But
what about you, Go?
I think it's gonna be a great match also, bro. I think Logan's gonna win. Might be shenanigans, like, you know, because they're trying to like plug in like these internet influencers or something, you know what I'm saying? Like, so somebody might do some weird shit or whatever. Maybe even I Show Speed might show up or something and distract AJ. But I think it's gonna be a amazing match, man. Because like we agree, man. We like Logan Paul, bro. Logan Paul is special.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
he's very special, and so like he's definitely gonna go like he's gonna go all out, man. And you know, AJ Styles is definitely about that life too. So yeah, they're gonna go put on a good ass show.
So you're predicting Logan Paul wins. Nick, who are you predicting wins?
Oh yeah, I think Logan Paul. Not clean though.
Yeah, I'm going with Logan Paul as well, with shenanigans, but maybe not from an influencer. Although if there's a walking prime bottle, then you know there's going to be some shenanigans. Because I think he's done that the last 2 years, if I recall.
Yeah, he does. So like he might keep it consistent, man. Like he's gonna have one of his homeboys come in.
But maybe Karrion Kross has a role.
Wait a minute, isn't Karrion Kross wrestling tomorrow?
Yeah, he's wrestling AJ.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
I'm looking forward to that.
That's gonna be good.
That should be good. Yeah, so based on the outcome of that match, maybe Karrion Kross might play into the shenanigans. But I do predict Logan Paul wins. And the going forward, AJ Styles starts to doubt himself again, and maybe they go into a story of building him up towards a title or something like that. That's what I'm thinking now that AJ's on veteran status. All right, now this is an interesting match. The 4-way for the IC title. We got the champion Bron Breakker versus Dirty Dominic Mysterio versus Finn Balor versus Penta. 4 completely different styles. And I'm actually really interested in seeing how this turns out. How do you feel about the build up towards this match, Nick, especially you being a huge Finn Balor fan?
Yeah, I think like I was talking to Lewis about it. He was like, "Man, I don't think they built it right." I'm like, "Nah, you just had to watch the little nuances for all these weeks because I've been calling this match. Like I predicted like, oh yeah, I can see it already. They're doing the 4-way because with the dissension between Finn and Dom, and then Penta was like, I'm going for the title, and then they trying to get Penta in the Judgment Day, and then so I think they've done a good job with the match. It's just like Finn, Penta, Bron, they're all phenomenal. And then just that slimy ass, dirty ass Dominic Mysterio. I would love to see Dom win off like, and then probably like that's gonna finally be the implosion of the Judgment Day. Because if he wins, which I'm calling, I'm gonna predict Dom wins. It's gonna be on some like some sneaky slimy shit, and then Finn gonna be hating hard as hell like he does,
right?
And then it's just I think this Intercontinental title match is gonna be really good and really fun. I can't wait. Dominic Mysterio for the win on some slimy shit, and then Finn Balor starts hating.
Okay, so you're predicting Dirty Dom wins on some slimy shit. Gold, what are your thoughts of the match?
Yo, same thing. Same thing. I think they set it up, man. Was it Raw? Was it last week or the week before last? He had on like the Latino Heat shirt, and then they had like the little belt on display, and then they kind of like compared like the same pictures, like Eddie Guerrero having the belt, and then Dom was like looking at the belt. I was like, oh shit, they might be setting that shit up, man. Dom might win this shit, bro, and that shit would like, woo. That'll be a beautiful fucking shift, man, and I'm all for it, bro. I'm all fucking for it, man. I hope he does too, man.
Yeah,
and I think I'm sorry, I was gonna say afterwards they'd all be set up pretty nice because then Bron can go up to the world title picture.
Yep.
Penta can still chase the Intercontinental title, and Finn does whatever the implosion of the Judgment Day is. That happens,
Yeah.
He disappeared for a little while, then come back like, yo, fuck Dom Mysterio. I need a shot at that title.
Something like that.
Yeah, I think that'd be great. I'm with you, Gold. I want to see what that shift would look like. Like Dom wins on some slimy shit, and somehow he keeps defending it, escaping by a hair on some slimy shit.
Exactly.
That chase to get it off of Dom would kind of be entertaining.
Exactly.
Because you already have two.
Pay attention to his wrestling boots, man. If he got on some fucking like fire wrestling boots, he might go win, bro.
He always be with the fire wrestling boots.
Okay.
Or at least just the different wrestling boots. Every week depend on if I like them or not. But yeah, he always got the wrestling boots.
If the wrestling boots fire on WrestleMania, he gonna win, bro.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm predicting Dom to win on some slimy shit as well. Looking forward to that one. All right, so now here we go. We got LA Knight, your guy, Gold, versus Jacob Fatu. No gimmicks, no gas. No, I'm sorry, all gas, no brakes.
Yeah.
So what do you think about how we got here for this particular match, Nick?
Oh, I was surprised. It seemed like they didn't know exactly what they were going to do with Jacob and the U.S. title. So the fact that this is just going to be a simple one-on-one, that's great. Because Jacob dealing with his bloodline shit, LA Knight was running around fighting everybody like he does. He's a good champion. I will give him that. Like he always like out here fighting. But I think Jacob takes this belt.
Yeah, I think.
I just thought about it. I think Jacob takes the belt, but I could also see Solo trying to get involved and fucking it up.
Okay, that's a possibility.
Trying to help, but then like costing him.
Assuming that Randy and Solo don't have something going on. If that doesn't get added to the card, Gold, what do you think about this match?
The last part he said, I think Solo gonna fuck it up, bro. And that's gonna cause some friction between the bloodline, and it's gonna be like Jacob Fatu versus fucking Solo.
Okay. Okay.
Who's gonna be running the bloodline from then on out?
Okay. I don't even think they call themselves a bloodline no more.
I haven't heard that term
since Roman beat Solo. I don't think they're the bloodline. I think they're just a collection of niggas.
Damn. Well, that makes it even more like for it to go that way. I really think Solo trying to step outside and say fuck that shit, bro, because he hasn't really been fucking with them like since they interfered in his match when he was like had a chance to get the title and shit. Had a chance to get a title shot. Yeah, and I think they just that's gonna be the final straw. Or whatever he gonna like. It's gonna be fucking Jacob versus Solo, bro, because he gonna get tired of them niggas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Jacob versus Solo is inevitable. I think that's going to happen.
Yep.
I don't know if it would be because I don't. Let's say Cena was to win the championship and hold it hostage. Maybe LA Knight with that particular belt off of him might be a Cena contender. Because I assume Cena would defend it not just against Cody, but a few more hearts to break. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
and also Jacob's hot right now, so maybe he can make that belt. I think LA Knight did a great. The U.S. title fits him well. You know, we talked about how the wrestler makes the belt doesn't make the wrestler.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I think LA Knight has done a great job as U.S. champion. It fits him, and as Nick mentioned, he defends it consistently on a regular basis. And his storyline, most of his storylines, like Carmelo and Andrade and whatnot, you know, minus Nakamura, have all been pretty entertaining. If LA Knight wins, it will be because of shenanigans. Because Fatu is a bulldozer. I totally believe Fatu would come in there, hit 9 moonsaults, and win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be some bullshit. Yeah, it's gonna be some bullshit.
So it's gonna have to be some bullshit.
But I can definitely see LA Knight walking out because of this bullshit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too. I agree.
Yeah, so I'm picking Jacob Fatu with shenanigans, and y'all said Fatu shenanigans. Fatu loses because of shenanigans.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm there. I think so.
All right. So yeah.
If there are no shenanigans, though, Fatu wins.
If there's no shenanigans, Fatu wins clean.
He's a way bigger. Man.
He wins clean, and he makes that title run just running through people until they get him with someone equally as intense, like a Bron breaker. Because I assume they're going to build towards that.
Oh hell yeah! It's eventually.
Because I could see Jacob losing and then going on to be in the King of the Ring.
Ooh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
King of the Ring, a tournament I'm actually looking forward to. King of the Ring. I forgot all about that shit. SummerSlam's 2 nights, so interested to see how that plays out.
It is going to be 2 nights this year.
Yeah,
I hope they don't go too many 2-night shows. I get it if they do Rumble, but I hope that's it. Like even SummerSlam, that don't need to be 2 nights. They can just do. Well, I mean, you know what? WWE is so top heavy now. It makes sense.
Yeah, and they can make a lot of money from. You know, if they sell out the football stadiums, they're doing stadiums for all the big ones. So it's typically the 2-night formula. I don't know, especially at these ticket prices. Mm-hmm. If this is like the standard, they can't be doing that. Especially if you can't guarantee, like, you know, the guys that sell the tickets, like your Rocks and shit all the time, John Cena's. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, like SummerSlam can't. I always looked at SummerSlam as like a slightly advanced version of TV.
SummerSlam is just never all that good.
I never had like big match feel on SummerSlam. At least not on the level of WrestleMania, where there's like at least multiple. SummerSlam might be, or maybe SummerSlam might be just one big match. It may not even be the
SummerSlam.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'll say that big.
I was just gonna say.
Oh, my bad. Well, last year the big match on SummerSlam was Punk Drew. That wasn't even for the title, right? So typically SummerSlam is just one big match. But what were you saying, Nick?
Because I was gonna say it's like SummerSlam always comes up and it always feels like, okay, it's SummerSlam, we're about to have big matches, or at the time the card feels like for me, the card feel like, oh yeah, this is a pretty big match, and then I watch it and be like, oh yeah, that won't that.
Mm-hmm. Right.
That won't that impressive. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just never overly thrilled about. Like I go in with more hype than I get filled with.
Yeah, SummerSlam. I don't know. I guess it seemed big as a kid, but that's when they had less pay-per-views. Now, like my summer pay-per-view of choice is Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
So that's surpassed SummerSlam and Survivor Series for me. It's Rumble, Mania, Money in the Bank.
I agree with that.
Yeah. So Survivor Series, War Games is cool, but I missed the old format of like the whole show being 4 on 4 teams.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Which Money in the Bank's in LA this year.
Is it?
Or rumored to be. Or yeah, I think they're about to announce it probably soon after like WrestleMania. But yeah, I think it's about to be in LA.
All right.
Hey man, I might have to pop out, man. Like, let me know the date. I might have to pop out and like hang out with y'all for the weekend and go to that shit with y'all, bro.
Yeah, we'll let you know. Cause
Go shit.
If it's priced decently, strong possibility that we'll be going. Because I've never been to a Money in the Bank, so I need to cross.
Me neither.
I need to cross that off the list.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen Money in the Bank matches back in the day when they did it at WrestleMania, but
not when they made it its own thing.
I've not been to the one where it's on. Yeah, where they have the ladies and the men's. I want to experience that. Also, I've not been to an elimination chamber. Now that I think about it, so I do need to get that off the list as well. Let's go to this match right here: Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano.
Chad Gable.
Yeah, Chad Gable. I mean, I'm whatever with this match. I'm indifferent. I like to see Ray get on the card. Chad Gable, he's entertaining. Why not? What do you?
Well, yeah, they've done a great job of telling this story over the past few weeks. It's been a fun part of the show, so I'm not mad at it. I'm just kind of like, all right,
right,
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, all right. El Grande Americano. That's okay.
Right.
It'll be fun. He'll get unmasked. That'll be fun.
You think he's going to get unmasked and Ray wins and takes the mask off him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
What about you, Gold?
Americano might win, bro.
You think Americano might win?
I think he might win, man. And
he might win.
I think Ray is at that point now. He's just kind of like, pulling people over.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just kind of like trying to sell the Americano story. So, and then if Americano wins, he's gonna be like, "Oh, see, I'm a true luchador. I beat the greatest luchador of them all." You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So I think that's what's gonna sell the story.
He went away to learn the dark arts of lucha libre, and came back as El Grande Americano. I think I'm gonna go with because I don't know if this gimmick has legs. I don't know how far he wants to take this. I find it entertaining, but
yeah, exactly. Like it should be over now, though.
Yeah,
into that WrestleMania. Yeah, into that WrestleMania.
Yeah, if someone's going to take the mask off of him, do it here. So I think Ray wins. I think Ray wins, takes the mask off, and the fans are happy. So you're going for Americano. You think he's going to win?
Yeah.
All right.
And maybe even if Ray loses, he might still take the mask off or something like that.
Okay. Yeah. Technically, it's that. I don't know if El Grande has a different contract than Chad Gable. His storyline. All right. Let me go to the next slide. Okay. So technically, this is like a grudge match. Jade Cargill versus Naomi. Who predicted that Naomi was going to be the one? I think we talked about this after the chamber. It was you, Gold. You predicted that Naomi.
And y'all was like, "Oh, we can't see it." I was like, "Yo, it makes the most sense."
I couldn't. Naomi is so lovable, like an Io Sky. I have a hard time seeing her as a heel, but I will say, proceed with caution. Crazy Naomi is actually kind of good.
She's
she is killing it, bro.
She
is killing it.
I like the video packages. I like the new outfit.
Yes.
She's not doing the really soft moves anymore. Like she looks more aggressive.
She look like she's fucking crazy.
Yeah, she looks like she's crazy. I don't know if the caution. I like the outfit. I don't know if that's like a what's the word I'm looking for? Throwback to Owen Hart. When Owen,
Yeah. I know you're talking about. Yeah, Owen Hart did have that, bro. That would have been crazy. Like that is an old Owen Hart, man. That'd be super.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so Jay's looking good as she came back, as she's come back. I don't know what the plan is for her, but I guess it's about time to get her in the title mix or the Queen of the Ring or something. But or to keep this feud going. I don't know. I don't think this should be a one and done.
Jade got to prove she could do it on her own now, though, before she gets in a title mix.
Yeah. So maybe. So I'm thinking Jade wins. Clean, no shenanigans.
Yeah.
And then Naomi seeks for revenge. Maybe at Backlash or another show.
Yeah, she's not gonna let it go
until Bianca decides to turn bad and join. Naomi will be like on a vendetta against Jade.
Yeah, I was gonna say either that or like after Jade wins, maybe Bianca comes out and like checks on Naomi, and then Jade be like, "Yo, what the fuck are you doing? Really?"
Well, I mean, Naomi had said that Bianca won't speak to her on that last video package, and also Bianca had said, "I ain't cool with you no more" in her face. So that's pretty much done, I think. Or at least they lead us to believe that it's done. Again, Bianca had on the black outfit with the black lipstick on Raw during that segment. So just missing some yellow caution tape.
I don't think we'll see any like big story elements, like anything involving Bianca, just because like this is a night one match, her match is night two. I don't think we'll see her. Maybe like the week after. I don't think big story elements will happen.
Gotcha. So you think just a clean Jade pins her with pins her, and then we'll see what happens next week on SmackDown, I guess.
Yeah, type shit.
Who knows? One of them might get sent over to Raw, and they all won't be on SmackDown anymore. If Bianca was to win that World Championship, she would be a Raw talent. So
damn, didn't think about that.
Mm-hmm. So that might that could be a way to keep her and Jade apart for a while, and let Jade work with Naomi, who at this point is a veteran. Do a program with her, get Jade better on her own, because she has been, I won't say leaning on Bianca, but she was paired with Bianca for a majority of her time up here so far. At least
she was mentoring her, bro. Like, and we knew that.
Yeah,
like real fans knew that shit. Like she was just mentoring her.
Yeah. So but we'll see. But so we all predict Jade wins clean, no shenanigans. All right. But good job, Naomi. I didn't believe it. I think every wrestler should get a heel run. Every single one.
She's been heel before, but this is her best heel.
This is her best heel. Like crazy, conniving, aggressive. I believe her. You know what I mean? Which means she's going to have to take that U.S. title at some point. She's going to have to. She's going to have.
You need it, man.
She's going to have to get it now. So now we got this match right here, which storyline wise, it makes sense. I think,
so much sense.
And they've done a great job telling the story. It's just I guess I just don't want to see these two yet. Or maybe if I didn't see that Clash at the Castle or whatever when Damian was the champ. But since they're making this a street fight, now I'm intrigued, because with what they've been doing to each other, it would make sense for them to get in the ring and exchange headlocks and shit. Like, no, we need a violent match from the card, and this one is it. So what do you think about the build up to it, and who do you predict is going to win, Nick?
The story, it makes all the sense in the world, especially whenever they lay it all out. Basically, it's been a last year of Damian Priest profiting off of Drew McIntyre. It's great. Yes. And then my only thing is, I've just never been a big Damian guy. And Diddy's got his ass whipped every week except one. Like, and then like I could care. Drew to me should win still.
Right.
But I don't know. Damian is a former world champion. If you want to keep him hot, maybe he should win. But because Drew won't necessarily be hurt by it, I don't think. But
So you think so you think Damian's going to win?
no, I think Drew is going to win.
Yeah. What do you think, Gold?
I like Damian, man. Except for his walk. He has an awkward ass walk, bro.
Because he's not need. You ever look at his leg? He got those Kevin Nash legs. He's like really not need.
But he walks.
Doc Gallows, Luke Gallows legs. So
I do like Damian though, bro. But I like that he shouts out the Undertaker and shit, man. But with the esque and shit, man. But I think Drew McIntyre's gonna win, bro. Drew's been taking a lot of L's, and I think it's his time to have his time to shine now. I don't know if it's gonna be for the undisputed title. Well, he's on SmackDown, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So maybe he's gonna be like Cody Rhodes' next opponent, and that lets you know I'm calling Cody Rhodes is gonna win versus Cena.
Mm-hmm.
I think he might be the next opponent, bro, for Cody.
yeah, that's a good point. Who's the next opponent for whoever the champion's going to be? Would it be either one?
I think he might be the next opponent for Cody, but Cody still ain't winning that match, though. He's just going to be fighting Cody to get back to the top.
He has to go through Cody to get to Cena?
If he ever gets to him, but yeah, I don't think he...
Vic says Cena.
I'm just saying I don't think Cody wins still.
All right.
You don't think so, bro?
Mm-mm. Because yeah, I don't think Cody wins.
Yeah, I don't think Cody wins either. And if Cena is the heel champion, Drew going after him wouldn't make sense if they're trying to play the heel versus face dynamic. But at the same time, do I want to see Damian Priest chase John Cena? I haven't seen the match before. Can John Cena lift him up? I don't know. Maybe.
John Cena will be worried about the people that we're worried about, which is your Romans, CM Punks, Seth, maybe Randy. Mm-hmm. There's so many people that could still match up with Cena and it makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, like these guys, they do whatever else they do. Rematch with Cody.
Right.
You know, stuff like that.
I think the match.
I just think.
Oh, go ahead.
I was say I just think it's Drew, man, because like I said, Drew just took so many L's, bro. And when was the last time Drew had the title?
Last WrestleMania until Damian took it off of him.
Yeah, so it's kind of like...
I think Drew's going to win because it's just 360. From last year's WrestleMania to this year's WrestleMania. Now Drew's out for revenge against the person who pretty much led him to having such a terrible year. I mean, a good year for us as fans, being entertained. But in terms of his win-loss record, which none of the losses hurt him, which is cool.
And that's what I was saying, bro. He took so many L's, so it's like, all right, we're going. Yeah, it's your turn.
Because everybody knows he's still a beast,
right?
Yeah, and he looks great, bro. Drew looks great, bro.
Yeah, like fucking like He-Man.
Yeah, but I didn't know. I didn't like when him and Randy faced off. I was like, yo, Randy Orton is a big ass motherfucker, bro.
Yeah, Red Man.
That nigga kind of was like, he's bigger than Drew.
Yeah.
And
I said, damn.
Yeah, if you look at some old Randy Orton, he was skinny. I remember Vince McMahon had once told him that his neck looked like a stack of dimes, and now Randy Orton, he look like he's about to pop because he's so damn big.
That motherfucker looks like a goddamn
just solid.
Looks like a Greek god, bro.
Yeah. So yeah, I think this match should be good. It'll be the violent match of the night. Hopefully they give it enough time for us to enjoy it. Like, don't give me 10 minutes of this. Give me some destruction, some mayhem, some crowd fighting, tables and stuff like that. Let's just see what they do. But
broken kendo sticks, man.
Hell yeah. Give me like that Bad Bunny match. Give me something like the Priest Bad Bunny match. And that should be excellent. I'm happy. So let me start by saying I'm happy to see the New Day on WrestleMania.
Me too.
It just so happens that I don't care about the War Raiders that much.
I don't either. That's why I think the New Day gonna win.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think the New Day are going to win.
it's a weird thing that about the War Raiders. Like the only thing they keep saying over and over again to make people try to get behind them is like they both come back from catastrophic neck injuries, which is great for them.
Yeah,
I'm glad they did make it back from those injuries, but it's just like you don't hear the silence whenever these niggas come through the curtains. Like these,
they don't come across as being that over.
No, they don't.
Yeah, not compared to other teams, which is a shame because they're really, really good. They are really good. They are really, really good.
Man, they just don't got it. It's just we can't call it. It's just they just don't got it, bro. But you know, the New Day, if they grab those titles, we already know it's gonna pop, whether they're fucking heels or not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
because at least people want to boo the New Day right now.
Yeah.
Give them a chance to boo them.
Yeah,
put some younger teams over.
Coffee with that fucking weird ass fucking shape up with his beard. I hate that shit. But I love to hate. I love to hate it, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, you talking about Kofi and the beard? Yeah, that's what I was saying before.
This shit have changed. It's just this. It's like, yo,
I was like, yeah, this nigga look like an African scammer. I love it. I was like, yeah, he got a great heel look.
Yeah, it works out. It makes me take their, because they've been so lovable. Yeah, so I take their edge seriously now.
Yeah.
So they take the belts off of the War Raiders for sure. I'm glad this match got on here, but still a representation that the tag team division right now is very low on the priority list. Because the Street Profits, they're going to be defending their belt on TV, and I swear I feel like SmackDown is just the same people over and over again fighting each other. And they'll interject somebody in, like Melo Don't Miz, they'll interject that at some point, but for the most part, it's the same people over and over again, but at least
they've tried to keep it interesting by using them all.
Yeah.
By using them all at the same time, though, it got old really quickly.
Yeah. Tag team wrestling doesn't get enough TV time. What is like maybe one match of the division? They might have a tag team match between some other people, but of the division, maybe one match on television every week.
You're right. Yep.
And if you got 3 hours, you should be able to at least get 2.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But hey, I ain't gonna complain about the New Day being on the show. I predict they win the title. No shenanigans, just clean. And then maybe they'll have some type of gimmick match in the future. Because they have had some good gimmick matches against, when they were the Viking Raiders, that Viking match they used to have. Those were, what was that match called? Vikings Rules, or with the boat?
Viking Rules match. Yeah.
With the boat around the ring. That shit was.
They were fun.
Those were fun matches.
That first one was fun with the New Day.
Yeah,
it was the New Day and the New Raiders in that match. And that shit was it was way more than I expected. I was like, I don't want to see this shit. And then I watched it. I was like, that was all right.
This is.
And I think it might be shenanigans, bro. I think Big E might come in.
Ooh, okay. Some Big E shenanigans.
And Big E might interfere, bro.
Okay. I mean, at some point.
See, I had my back the whole time.
I think it would be great to see him back in that mix with the Hill New Day, but we'll see. But yeah, they're on the card, so they made it. And then another tag team title match, we have Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez defending against Lyra Valkyria, her first WrestleMania, and the OG Bayley. Yeah, I'm not hyped about the match.
They just needed something for all four of them to do. They were like, Liv and Raquel got the titles.
Yeah.
Who do they face? We ain't got shit for Bayley and Lyra.
Mm-hmm.
Put them on the card. Boom.
Yeah.
That's why they're in it. That's why they're there.
Yeah.
Liv and Raquel keep it. They're going to keep it.
Yeah,
they're going to keep. Because I don't know if they're setting up for Bayley to go turn heel again. You know, in the quest.
I would hope not. Not so soon. Jesus.
Well, I mean, she's been a face, for just a year now? A year and a half now?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, yeah, maybe not so soon, but I mean, she's already went after the IC title. What's next for Bayley? Liv, is she going to get back in the title mix? Are they going to move her to maybe move her to SmackDown, have her go after the women's champions over there? I don't know. Where the hell is Nia Jax? A lot of things got to...
Injured, I think.
Okay.
On vacation.
Okay.
And then it's a weird thing too. There's like all these matches with people were like, or all these people that were still like, damn, they ain't on the card. I'm like, damn. And there's some people that they haven't brought back from injury yet. Still, that I thought they would have brought back, like a Asuka.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
So
Alexa Bliss is nowhere to be found.
Kyrie Singh.
Kyrie's out.
yeah, I don't know what's her deal.
Dakota.
Or Dakota Kai. I ain't seen her in a minute.
Dakota in a minute, yeah. So, but this match is on the card. I'm predicting that Liv and Raquel maintain the titles until they find like some worthy contenders to take it off of them. Because I still look at I don't look at Lyra and Bayley as a good makeshift tag team. I mean, maybe, but
Like the Gala match, they were great together, but it's just I don't know. Like they just got thrown together just because they were fighting for the IC title.
yeah. And this one just doesn't feel as if I don't know. I think the match is going to be good. The performers, I love the performers, but in terms of any storyline that made it more interesting, this match could have been on television.
Yeah, I agree with you.
That's the way I look. I don't look at it as a pay-per-view match, or even Saturday night.
But you had to make sure two of your stars are on TV, which was Liv and Bayley, on the card.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, because Liv has had such a good year that you would think her WrestleMania attendance or her appearance would be a little bit more higher profile. Like what if the triple threat had turned to a fatal 4-way? I would have been okay with that. Liv interjected in the Rhea, Bianca mix. I feel
I'm tired of Liv and Rhea together at all.
So you want them to be separated for a while?
Yeah.
Me too. I agree.
Okay. All right, makes sense. So yeah, this match is on the card. I look at it like I look at the New Day match. Glad they made it on the show, but
Yeah.
All right, so that was it for the WrestleMania prediction. So we got through it. So we can cut it
We
off.
still got one more thing to kind of go over though.
Oh, we do?
Technically, what do we think Randy Orton's gonna do?
Oh,
Aleister Black.
at WrestleMania?
I was telling Carrie that, but he had a good point though. Like you gonna have Aleister Black pin Randy because you can't. If you come back at WrestleMania, you gotta win at Mania as a debut or return.
Yeah,
but it's like you can't come out there and lose to Randy on your return, right?
I don't know, man. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it'd be like some disqualification shit or something. I don't know.
Because I did predict that same thing, go, and I was just like, you can basically do a Cody and have that, Randy come out, lights go out in the arena, come back for a WrestleMania match like they did Cody. Yeah. I'll go insane.
So fire.
I'll go insane. But it's just like, I don't know if that happens though, just because.
I hope so, man. Like they're playing with it, bro. Like, but they're so good at it, man. They're not gonna let you know, man. It's kind of like the Marvel movies. They ain't gonna let you know until you fucking see it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it might be Aleister Black though, bro. It just makes sense. It makes sense. And it was like somebody had like a burner account was tweeting was like, yo, I'm gonna destroy Randy at WrestleMania and stuff like that. I was like, oh shit.
Oh, okay.
It really might.
See, y'all know I don't really pay.
Y'all see that?
No,
I haven't seen.
I don't pay attention to like the internet like that. So you're telling
what
me
happened?
So that's been buzzing?
So somebody tweeted with a burner account saying, I'm gonna destroy Randy at WrestleMania.
And like the WWE reported, or
yeah. It was like a burner account. I'm gonna have to find it and send it to y'all, bro.
oh, okay.
No picture like when you first open an account and shit was like blank. It was like, I'm gonna destroy the Legend Killer at WrestleMania, some shit like that.
That could have been any.
I was like,
I mean, did it get a lot of views or something? Like how did it get brought to your attention?
it was on the Facebook feed.
Really? Huh.
Yeah, so we'll see, man. It could have been some bullshit, but maybe I don't know.
Might not. It might have been like some. They'd be doing like some secret shit, like with the barcodes and how they introduced the Wyatt Six with a bunch of like cryptic type of things. So that could be possible.
And even with Ray Phoenix, man, like I didn't know like Ray Phoenix was really coming, but they kept talking about it. I was like, well, is it happening? It's happening. And then like I watched SmackDown, I was like, oh shit, he's really on fucking SmackDown. So I think it might be some shit, bro.
Well, see, that's what I was Penta, he just came out. He just showed up, if I recall. I don't think he had like a vignette.
No, they played with it. Same thing.
They had a vignette? Okay. So why would they not do that for Aleister Black? Especially his character.
Yeah.
Just pop him up at WrestleMania with no like what's the word I'm looking for? To get people hyped. To get people hyped for it.
No hints or anything like that.
But that's what they did with Cody. Because you remember, all that story was Seth was like, I need a WrestleMania match. Then Vince was like, I got you one. Just show up and I'll figure out. And then, and then everybody knew it was Cody, but we were surprised that it was Cody at the same time.
But it was also. But
can y'all imagine? Do y'all think that Aleister Black? Do y'all think that would get a pop like talking about it, or do y'all think it'd be kind of like,
I don't.
I think he would get a pop.
Me too.
I think he'd get a pop.
I don't think he would get a pop.
You don't think so?
I think because
he had. I mean, he had a coolness about him before Vince kind of fucked him up.
Mm-hmm. I was a fan, bro.
And then, I think enough real wrestling fans watch or go to WrestleMania that they'd understand. They would just have to make the intro epic, right? In which I think they would.
Like I said, do the classic joint when he coming out the coffin, he just doing like the look.
Mm-hmm.
You could especially Mania, you could really Undertakerify his entrance.
Yep.
But for a match.
Well, his comeback, because even like when Cody came back to WWE, like I said, nobody knew, and they gave him the full treatment. They had the pyro, they had him come from underneath the stage on the elevator.
Yep.
And he came back as a megastar.
It's all about education, man.
Obviously, I don't know if he'd come back as a because you made a good point. I don't think it's actually going to be him, but they have an opportunity is what I mean.
Yeah.
They have an opportunity.
I just don't think it at the expense of Randy Orton, a baby.
Exactly. That's the problem.
Yeah, not at the expense of a Randy Orton and a baby face Randy Orton showing up saying, "Hey, who's my opponent?" That's more like some heel. Right. That's more like some heel shit with the GM being a dick. Not, you know what I'm saying?
But he has fucking
Nick Aldis
has fucking caught 2 fucking. He was mad the other night.
Okay.
He was mad the other night at Randy. He could be like, "Oh, I got you an opponent, bitch."
Yeah.
Show up in the ring. I got the man. I got the fighting man from Amsterdam or whatever they call him.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I'll accept it.
And then, I mean, you could.
I don't know. I don't know why I just see like Aleister Black popping up against like a Chad Gable or some type of shit. Or
that's who his level is. That's the level he's on. I will admit that. Like he shouldn't be coming back against like
I agree.
a baby face Randy Orton.
I agree too.
Yeah, you're like, but I'm just saying that the moment's there, and I'd be fucking. I'd be cool with it and excited about it.
Like I said, even if he loses, man, like they'll figure out like some way to like put him in a storyline to make it make sense and shit, man. But that'd just be a cool last fucking return.
I agree.
Or because it'd be one of those things. Even if he loses, maybe Randy shakes his hand after the match and it was like
welcome back,
like so they could it's like, and then it's basically an exhibition because of what it is, and then he can come in and do like a program with somebody.
All right.
They got to do something. I mean, they always do a WrestleMania, man. They got to do something cool and surprising.
But I could see that more like the Raw after WrestleMania.
No, you're Kerry. You're not wrong about anything you're saying.
It's not gonna hit the same, man.
You're not wrong about anything you're saying.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just saying what I would love to see.
BS. You just don't fuck. You fuck with Aleister Black. You don't fuck with him. Like
I fuck with him. Yeah, I fuck with him. It's just the idea of him popping up at WrestleMania against Randy Orton just is
fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. You're right.
That's where I'm at. But would it be cool?
Because also, Aleister Black ain't big enough. You're right.
Yeah.
When it comes out to it for his return to be against Randy.
Y'all said Aleister's some mid, bro. He's mid.
But he's.
I think.
I think it's cool. I think on some Penta level shit. Like,
yeah, I think he's cool as shit too.
He's cool as hell. It's just
that'd be a good rivalry too. Him and Penta.
Yeah, him and Finn Balor. There's a lot of different combinations for Aleister Black that would be great. Cause he's just in AEW he was cool, but they didn't do him right. I know WWE would do him better. I just don't think they would catapult him to a Randy.
Yeah, he needs to earn it.
Randy ain't getting sun like that.
But he was yeah.
That had to be a hell of a storyline. So,
but I didn't just be. So then we still haven't answered the question. What does Randy do outside of Aleister Black?
Yeah, Solo.
Solo, yeah.
The way
I don't want to see that either, though.
I don't want to see it because I believe hasn't it already happened?
Yes.
A few. Yes.
Yeah.
So,
remember Randy was fighting the bloodline before he left with his back injury.
Yeah. So the only reason I see that happening, I don't really care to see it either. I'd rather see Randy Orton versus a Nick Aldis, but that could use a better build up. But hey, listen, they didn't know KO was going to be hurt, so sometimes you got to do what you got to do. But Randy versus Solo made sense to me because when they went out and fought in the crowd and left,
yeah, unfinished business.
The unfinished business thing, right? So now next week's SmackDown, they're like, fuck it, we're going to do it at Mania.
Yeah.
Make it a street fight or some shit like that.
Now, that shit will be some Raw shit or SmackDown shit.
Oh, yeah.
Solo Sikoa, Randy Orton.
I would agree. But it makes more sense than Aleister Black coming out and kicking him in the face. Giving a roundhouse to Randy Orton. Or Randy Orton just ducking that shit and hitting the RKO would fucking bury Aleister Black.
That kick was legit, bruh.
That kick was the shit.
Like, man.
Yeah. The knee, his whole offensive repertoire. Randy, yeah. No. Get him in the U.S. title, IC title mix. He'll flourish there for a while. And so,
you answer the roundhouse real quick.
Yeah. Interesting though. Listen, if it happens, if you predict that to happen, and both of y'all suggested it, and it does happen, that's just being a great prognosticator. I'll give you those all the props in the world.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it does happen, but I would love for it to happen. Because that was just whenever I was like, who could he fight? Who on the roster is busy? And I was like, because there's nobody on the roster left that's on Randy's level, in my opinion. And then, yeah. Or, well, but like I said, I think it's going to be Solo probably. But they could have been like, hey, Ray Phoenix, you want a WrestleMania moment?
Yeah.
I'd be like, yeah, I'd watch Ray and fucking Randy. That'd be crazy.
On top of that, Randy also emphasized that this will be his 20th WrestleMania. So I think he does. So he's going to be on the card. I just don't think it's going to be. They're going to be more like someone's getting RKO'd and pinned, and it's probably going to be Solo Sikoa and my boy Tama Tonga is going to get either RKO as well.
Mm-hmm.
And bro, like I'm a fan of Tama Tonga.
Mm-hmm.
I think Tama Tonga has like the most potential out of like Jacob. I think he has more potential out of fucking Solo fucking Sikoa. I think he's fired, bro. I fuck with Tama Tonga.
I think he's fired, but he ain't better than Jacob.
No. I didn't say that. No,
Get your ass out of here, Jack
I said besides Jacob, like out of the blood.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the Solo Sikoa. I'm more of a fan of him than Solo Sikoa. That's all I was trying to say.
Yeah.
I was telling Carrie what I appreciate with what they're doing with Solo now is that Solo's finally opening up. Like now he's not just a stoic enforcer or like some fake mob boss.
Yeah.
Now he's showing personality. He's acting like the street champ that he was in NXT.
Yep.
Because he talked a lot in NXT.
He's showing a lot more personality. He's not being, he's not being the stiff all business.
Yeah,
he's showing personality, inflection. He still wrestles the same, but
he's better than Jay and Jimmy on the mic.
I agree.
Not Jimmy.
It'd be Solo.
Maybe Jay.
Oh no, he's definitely better than Jay.
Maybe Jay, not Jimmy.
He's definitely better than Jimmy.
Hell no.
Yeah, he's better. Like really go watch like these recent promos. They're way better than Jimmy.
Oh.
Yeah.
They're way better.
Jacob, watch who you talking to. Like
He don't do that.
He don't do that no more. He don't.
I promise.
He
Go
does.
watch-
He does do that
go
more.
watch-
He does not.
Go watch these recent ones.
Yeah.
Like he was.
You've been fast forwarding.
I said, when he was being the stoic enforcer, and he was trying to be like a mob boss.
He don't do
was sitting there like, and this is why. But recently, he just be like, nah, and then make jokes. He's so much better.
Oh yeah.
His personality is out. He's so
Yeah.
much better now. Like
Way better.
he's back to being like, I'm gonna just be me.
Yep.
Instead of like.
it was all right. Like that time, like they interviewed in Jacob's match, and then Jacob came backstage. And he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna do what I do." He was like, "Hold up, you need to watch your tone."
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "All right." I said, So I'll admit he's getting better, but he on the mic better than Jimmy.
Yeah.
And he was better than both of them in NXT.
Yeah.
When he was way back there. He hasn't been able to really show it. He's been trying to play a role, which is not him.
Yeah.
The last ever since he came up to recently. Now he's just being himself, and he's just way better again.
All right, so I'm gonna start paying more close attention.
Pay attention to him. You be like, okay, I see it.
Yeah.
'Cause-
Overall,
yeah,
Solo's had a good year. Overall,
he has. Yeah,
and,
he has, man.
in terms of developing.
He still has a great resume as far as who he's beaten.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's pinning Randy. He's pinning John Cena.
He's pinning Roman.
He's pinned basically everybody that Roman is pinned. He's pinned Roman.
He's pinning Roman. He's pinning Cody. He's pinned everybody. So yeah, shout out to Solo. But yeah, I think it'll be him and Randy. So I got to this 2K25 slide. We could actually end if you want to. It's been an hour 42 minutes. But Gold had texted me the other day, Nick, talking about how he asked me have I been playing 2K and how awesome he thought it was. And how me and you were talking about how awesome you thought it was. I figured, well, shit, since we're here, we have a little 2K conversation. Just ask you up front, how would you rank this in all the wrestling games that you've ever played?
Oh yeah, it's probably by far the best weapon I've owned.
I agree.
Yeah. So like they've come like, especially like they were making strides, then they fucked it all up in 2020. And now they're back. They're back on like their shit. My one issue is sometimes like the fatigue be getting on my rubber. You hit a nigga with a move and they just go rolling out the ring. It's like again, they're going rolling away.
Yeah.
But
they do that. They do that on the show, bro. Like
they do, but it's just
cool.
annoying.
Right.
It's just annoying.
Yeah.
Because I'll be in a groove and here they go. That's like, come on.
Every time they do the roll out the ring on me, I immediately do my dive. My run and dive. I wait for them to get up and be groggy, and whatever my dive is, I do it. Like there's a certain.
But me too, bro. Look, me time, and I'll be like, as soon as they start getting up and shit, I'm like, hell yeah.
Yo, listen, I'll be my boy on NXT with all the cutters.
Javon Evans.
Javon Evans. I spam his little springboard cutter so much. Because you can hit it from the corner or from the ropes, and it's just great. It just looks great. I never pinned nobody with it, but it just looks great. He just 1 foot off the damn middle rope with the cutter. This game is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. But
it's so fucking fun, man. I love it, bro.
Yeah,
it's so fun.
I've honestly just been playing My Rise, replaying just to unlock everything that My Rise has to unlock. So
I still got to get into it, man. Like, because I got to unlock Scott Steiner, man. Like
My Rise unlocks that. My Rise unlocks the NWO Sold Out arena. It unlocks like their Japan arena and their Mexican arena. It unlocks a version of DDP and Alundra Blaze.
Yep.
It unlocks gear, motions. Like they got this one like Stone Cold truck entrance that it unlocks.
Yeah, I saw that.
So it's just a lot to unlock. You get unlock these clown weapons in this one. Now I was telling Carrie like they had this one story whenever you pick like Cody as an ally in My Rise, He has his whole storyline with R-Truth where they time travel. The shit is hilarious.
That sounds fucking hilarious, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because you can unlock WrestleMania 31 arena through that story. Yeah, that like R-Truth is actually really funny in this mode.
So let me ask you a question. So like the unlock all that stuff, like you gotta like play online, bro?
No. You just got to play it multiple times. That's the kind of stuff. But like I was saying, the reason they have so many different paths, there's only a few things that you got to do like twice. Mm-hmm. There's a few things you do twice, but then because of the different paths, like every path is different. Mm-hmm. Like so, you're doing just different matches. Like there's probably like I'm trying to remember. It's like 4 or 5, maybe 6 instances that are like, okay, I'm doing this again, but. Outside of that, everything is just new if you're doing different paths.
Because I was trying to like do certain things that I'm like, oh, do you want to unlock the 72-month subscription or da-da-da-da? And I'm like, I try to
wait, what? What are you playing on?
My Rise. Like,
no, what system are you playing on?
PS5.
PS5. And it's asking you to unlock a subscription?
Yeah, bro. Like when I would do certain like go to certain like spots and shit, like in matches and stuff, like, oh, do you want to unlock the subscription? I'm like, no. Like,
no. You're playing the island.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so the island.
That's just their.
Yeah, the island.
That's just their like.
That's like their version of the city in NBA 2K. So they do got things blocked behind grinding to level up your character to unlock shit, or like even things like haircuts. You have to get VC for. It just so happens that they don't give you much VC in all these matches. You'll be grinding for a long time. So they give you the option to pay for some VC to unlock the cosmetic shit or some additional moves. And I'm not a big fan of that, but I feel like but they still got enough content in the game to where it's like I'll be fine without it. Without this hairstyle.
My Rise is the story mode.
Yeah, my Rise is story mode, yeah.
So I'll try my Rise tonight, man.
Yeah, you got to create a...
Yeah, you create like a male and a female wrestler. Mm-hmm. And then, you just have fun. And then, like I said, they let you re-roll it with the same characters and just make different decisions, or you can make new characters and still make different decisions. I just made new characters because I was just like, I'd rather play with new characters and new movesets and stuff like that.
Yeah, that shit fine, bro.
That's that.
Who's y'all like go-to character? Who do y'all play with the most?
I don't really got one yet as far as the wrestlers.
Yeah, I have to think about that because I've been doing my Rise most of the time with my creative character. CM Punk plays well. Jey Uso plays well.
Yep.
Strange enough, I haven't played with Jacob yet. Pause. I have not played with Jacob Fatu's character on WWE yet. But on my Rise, my guy does everything. So
yeah. And
as soon as I finish my Rise, he'll be exported out, and then I'll probably put him in universe. My faction is a play mode I don't do much of, but I because it forces me to do matches I don't feel like doing. So I haven't done.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Yeah,
I haven't done much there. But who is your go-to goal?
Bro, like I play with Tamatanga a lot. Mm-hmm. Tamataga's fire. Sandman randomly. Sandman is fire. Mm-hmm. Like I had a crazy ass like hardcore title match against Sandman and Cactus Jack, bro. Mm-hmm. Who else, man? LA Knight. LA Knight is dope.
He plays good.
Yeah, LA Knight is really dope, man. LA Knight. Of course Roman, but Roman's kind of like playing with Jordan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Does everything. But probably the most player I played was probably like
Tamatanga, okay.
Yep.
And Nick, you've been doing mainly my Rise. Is there any?
Mainly my Rise, yeah.
Yeah. My only complaints right now at this point with this particular game is probably two. One not so important, but one I feel is important. The one that's not so important is that by this point, when I'm creating my moveset, I would actually like to see my wrestler in his full attire gear in the ring against the dummy. But they still have like two dummies against each other. And I'm like, why?
Yeah.
what in this mode is preventing you from just having my NPC in the ring, so I can see what he looks like when he does the animation.
I feel you, bro. Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I don't understand why that can't be.
I want to see if he look good doing this move, goddamn.
Exactly. I don't understand why that can't be What's the difficulty of getting that programmed in? I don't get it. And also with Creative Arena, it's the same arena templates as before. Like, can we get some different building sizes or something like that? I would appreciate that, but I also appreciate how much depth they put into create your entrance. Of course, the attire is deep as can be. The moveset is way more moves than ever. I got five signatures, 5 finishers, corner moves. They got my dude. They got so many moves, like it's ridiculous. But why can't I just see my character? Again, it's not so important. That's champagne problems, but they gotta fix the online, man. I play in legend mode because I like the highest difficulty because there's a chance that I might lose. But I would like to play against human opponents. But the online is trash. It's just so trash. And I got a gig I got the gig connection and it's still trash. It's just like I don't know what's up with their servers. But if I can play seamlessly with Call of Duty and other games that are like fast twitch games, why can't they do this with 2K? Like the lag is ridiculous and it's hard to do reversals or somebody is spamming some fucking running move or some shit and I can't get up because I can't hit reverse in time to get off the damn ground. Versus having like a couch co-op or, we sit in the same room playing the game. That's fun. I like playing against humans. And I would like to do that more online because I think that would keep me hooked. I would do the island if I could have, low latency matches against other people. But
I agree with you, bro.
And it's been too long for the online to still be trash. In 2025, it's like, come on.
With all the technology we got, man, like they should have that figured out by now.
They should have that figured out. There shouldn't be no lag in this game. There should be no lag in Madden. There shouldn't be no lag in NBA 2K. If I can run around and play Call of Duty at that breakneck speed, figure out that formula because it just has to be done. Now, maybe it's costly and costs resources, blah, blah, blah. But but it's been here forever. Like, come on, fix this shit.
Exactly.
Make it the place to play online wrestling because I consider WWE 2K to be a fighting game. And I consider it I don't think it's not only the best wrestling game ever. And I love No Mercy. Fire Pro is cool.
It is.
But this is the best wrestling game I've ever played in my life. And it only gets better year after year.
I agree, bro. Like even to like the small details. Like you ever notice like when you fighting, like they be sweating and shit.
Yeah,
I'm like, that's fucking crazy, bro.
The pacing, I do like the fatigue system in some instances where I hit my finisher out of nowhere and my guy's tired and he has to crawl over to get the pin. I kind of like that. Yeah. But the rolling,
it's just fire.
But the rolling out gets annoying, especially when you're in like a 4-way or a 3-way match, and now you got the chance of the other motherfuckers getting the pin because your ass is outside in a damn daze. So that part can get a little tedious. But I digress. I consider 2K to be the best wrestling game and also one of the best fighting games, but only because I'm good at it. If I was good,
look, I hate that. When I did a match where it was Sandman versus Cactus Jack, I was Sandman. Bro, I had to hit this nigga with like 20 goddamn fucking power drivers, bro, before he tapped out.
Yeah. I enjoy the kickouts as well, for sure. We'll go have to figure out if we can play online if we suffer the same what's the word I'm looking for? Issues with input later. Because at least I know you won't spam a damn move for the fuck of it. But anyway, all right, man, that was dope. Appreciate it, you guys, as always.
All right, y'all. Peace out, bro.
All right, go.
All right, fellas. Good night, man. Good night.
See ya.
Right now, you're checking out VSOP.
Hip hop and wrestling.